Fellow Americans, today I'd like to talk to you about a subject that touches on all of us one way or another, in our homes, schools, and workplaces, and in the overall economy. I want to talk about one of our major energy sources, natural gas, and what this administration proposes to do to ensure abundant supplies of it at reasonable prices.
Liquefied natural gas, also known as LNG, is natural gas that has been cooled down to a liquid state for shipping and storage. In 2022, the United States became the largest exporter of LNG in the world, transporting methane gas to countries all across the globe. The United States Department of Energy's current guidelines on liquefied natural gas date back to 1984 in the Ronald Reagan administration. This is the same year that Apple introduced the Macintosh computer, when Dove's Cry from Prince hit #1 on the US Billboard charts, and researchers finally identified the cause of HIV and AIDS. The LNG guidelines were designed chiefly to implement the Reagan administration's energy policy on natural gas and focus on imports with no guidelines for exporting LNG. These rules do not take into account the effects of gas exports on frontline communities, domestic energy prices, or greenhouse gas emissions. Today, we're seeing the consequences of policy that puts profit over people. LNG facilities and transportation vehicles emit pollutants such as nitrogen, volatile organic compounds, and particulate matter. These pollutants can contribute to poor air quality and respiratory issues, particularly for people living near LNG infrastructures or transportation routes. Methane is tricky because it's also the primary component of natural gas. It's a potent greenhouse gas and can escape during the extraction, production, and transportation of LNG. Methane emissions contribute to global warming and can have indirect health impacts due to climate change, such as extreme weather events and disruptions to food and our water supplies. Accidents during the transportation, storage, or handling of LNG can lead to spills or leaks. While LNG quickly vaporizes and disperses in the atmosphere, spills could cause safety risks, such as fires and explosions, impacting both human health and the environment. Many power plants use LNG as a fuel source to generate electricity. Every time you switch your lights or use electrical appliances at home or work, there's a big possibility that some of that electricity you're consuming is generated using LNG. So the call to action is to tell the President and the Department of Energy it's beyond time to update the public interest for reviewing gas and export projects. We need criteria that will protect frontline communities from the dangers of the oil and gas industry.